We acknowledge that we are on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe Nation, the people of the three fires known as Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi nations. We give thanks to the Chippewas of Saugeen and the Chippewas of Nawash, now known as the Saugeen Ojibwe Nation, as the traditional keepers of this land. We honor them for having lived here and cared for this land from time immemorial. We appreciate the opportunity to live, work, and play in this beautiful place.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and J.D. MacArthur Arena for this Saturday night's game between the Owen Sound North Stars and the visiting Hamilton Bengals. Both teams are getting set here to play a late regular season match. The Bengals coaching staff already out there, both teams lined up. This is going to be a high-octane game, a potential playoff match. But before we get to the game, we're actually going to throw it down to the floor for the national anthem.
The singing of our national anthem, O Canada.
O Canada underway, both teams getting ready to take each other on here at the Bayshore. Starting in net for the Hamilton Bengals, number 00, Mateo Bowden. Getting set here for a high-octane match. Of course, an 8.13 goals against average and .724 save percentage. So he is a outstanding goalie for this level. Starting in net over on the North Stars end, we've actually got number 30, Miles Plater. And he's got 13 games under his belt, a few more there than Mateo, with an 8.38 goals against average and a .765 save percentage. So very comparable goalies, very good goalies in this league. And there are some of our fans coming in for the weekend. You can tell we've got a lacrosse tournament here at the Bayshore going on this weekend. So quite a few additional fans in attendance here this evening, as they are watching a game that they probably dream about one day playing in themselves. Number 21, Elliot Thompson, he's going to line up there at the face-off dot against his counterparts. Number 21, Walker Zabransky. Thompson and Zabransky getting ready here for the opening face-off. Thompson is so strong at these, he's actually going to lose the first one there as Zabransky wins it back for the Bengals. Carried up by Justin Hill. He's going to flip that one back. Curtis Ward sending that forward. Curtis Ward with 102 points this season, number 19 for the Bengals. So he is a strong opponent.
Yeah, Curtis played for the Brampton Express in the Arena Lacrosse League in the winter time in the men's division. So he certainly had a great deal of competition in the winter to set him up for such a good BC.
Now the North Stars in tight, shot, and Morrison can't get that one to go. What a run though by Ethan Kerr and Tyson Morrison, as the speed of Ethan to get around Curtis Ward and able to get in tight. Morrison just unable to pack that one in past Mateo Beaudin. Jonah Kerr, he's going to send that out. And a long shot there after the shot clock had run out. The Bengals will gain possession here, and Alex Long will send that forward and picked up by Keegan Jackson. Ward gets around one. Looking for a long shot, sends that back to Jackson. Jackson tries to send that in tight, but can't pick that one up as Battersby. Now we're looking for a long shot here from Ward, and a save there by Miles Plater as he goes down in the butterfly. Carried up and out by Nolan McVicker, and he's going to connect there with number 21, Elliot Thompson, who will be our primary face-off taker here this evening for the North Stars. Back up to Jonah Kerr. Down low, Curtis Arnold trying to twist and turn. Tried to get in tight there for Nate Laycock, who just couldn't quite get a handle on that pass. And Nate is back to the shining orange stick. It took a couple game hiatus, but his signature look is now back. Getting ready for playoffs, trying to catch fire again. That shot goes high and wide. Rebound picked up by the Bengals. That's sent in, twisting, turning right out in front. Good shot and a good 5-hole save on Dawson Battersby, as he can't find a way past Miles Plater. Carried up by Taylor Bennett. He's going to send that across, and now it's flipped all the way up for assistant captain Holden Stevenson. And he'll send it then to Tyson Morrison, who carries this into the offensive zone. Morrison goes down for Talon Brown. Brown takes a long shot. That one fooled Mateo Beaudin a little bit, but he's able to get enough of it to steer it wide.
Yeah, didn't get a lot on it. He almost overplayed the shot there, and but he was able to hang tight and block it with his leg. And it looks like we have a 30-second clock. He's down in the Hamilton area.
Ward takes that hard shot. With that clock down, the North Stars will be at a slight disadvantage, but here goes Owen Pryor with speed, hard shot, and that one's turned away by Mateo Beaudin. Well, the Crews were working on that 30-second clock just before ball drop, and so it'll be down for the remainder of this period and perhaps even longer. Battersby sends that across the floor. Now a long shot. That one's turned away by Miles Plater. Bodie Gillies with that long shot. Now a long pass up here. We've got a breakaway for Taylor Bennett. Shot on net. Now Arnold picks up the rebound. Bennett grabs it. Still knocking around. Now McVicker. Back to Bennett. Bennett takes the shot. Another big save by Beaudin. Mateo Beaudin with 3 saves there in a row. Had to be sharp and kept the Hamilton Bengals in this game 0-0. Cooper Joyce is going to send that up the floor. Bengals back on the attack. Ward sends that back. Across the floor, Bengals get around. Shot, and a good kick save there by Plater as he turned that one away. Keegan Jackson send that one on net. Now the North Stars. Calder Adams sends that across. Now Elliot Thompson back to Adams. Adams gets a foot in the crease and can't quite get that shot away. A good attempt. Now Thompson and Jonah Kerr trying to take out their man. A great spin there by Alex Cowgill. Connecting now with Dawson Battersby. He's going to try to find a way into this zone. He's going to send that back over for Bodie Gillies. Ward gets that one knocked loose. Now the North Stars, Ethan Kerr's going to use that speed that he's got, and he's going to get in for a shot. Takes it, and a great save by Mateo Beaudin.
Again, each shot they've had, they've all gone to Bowden's stick side, and in a couple of cases they were right-handed shots who would have an easier shot to go under the glove to the left side to kind of come across their body and cut their own angle off. So they may want to try a different recipe on the next breakaway.
So the North Stars getting plenty of opportunities on the rush, but haven't had a whole lot of time set up yet in the offensive zone. So they're going to look to try to use the full 30 seconds here. Hamilton doing a good job so far at being able to get their offense working the way that they want to. And North Stars' transition game has been good so far this evening. We've seen a few rush chances from Ethan Kerr and Tyson Morrison. He's going to send that across for Jonah Kerr. Now gets in tight. Good shot there as he tries to send that one through the 5-hole, and it's turned away by Bowden.
Yeah, real nice move, nice fake shot. He took the opponent to the outside and walked right to the net. Didn't have much to shoot at, though. Baudouin has been exceptional so far tonight.
And sent across the floor, Nathan Jones. He sends that to Curtis Ward. Ward across the floor. Joyce tries to send that in tight. Around one, hard shot, good save there by Miles Plater as Liam Luza is able to solve the Owen Sound defense. And now Owen Sound's turned the ball over, so Luza's going to pick it up. Getting battled here by Taylor Bennett. North Stars are going to need to try to get in there. Calvin Stewart can't quite get to that loose ball. So if they're not going to pick it up, at least they've killed off about 10 seconds of this possession. It'll be about 15 left as the Bengals get this into the offensive zone again. So a bit of a defensive breakdown there as Luza solves the defense once, and then they're unable to get the ball out. The shot just goes wide there, and well, it's going to make contact with Plater. So they do get a fresh 30 as they continue this attack, and that ball doesn't connect there with Battersby. Now goes into the corner. And a good body there by Calvin Stewart as he's able to send Battersby into the boards and give Miles Plater a chance to pick up this ball.
Yeah, did a good job boxing out on that replay and just not allowing the Hamilton Bengal player to access that loose ball.
Elliot Thompson doing a good job carrying this into the zone. He thinks he's got a lane, takes a shot. And that rebound's going to come right out, and now the Bengals are going to carry this up the floor. Well, they're going to try to carry it up the floor. Curtis Arnold's going to try to delay that process, and a bit of a wild pass there, but Bodie Gillies is able to come down with it and send it over for Curtis Ward. Ward, he's able to get around McVicker, sends that across the floor. Now Hill, he's going to try to center that ball, but unable to. Picked up anyways by the Bengals. Bengals are going to send that across, and Hill still with it. Hill twisting, turning, tries to swing out to the middle. Takes the fall, and goes down.
Collectively, the defense there did a really good job taking that top side away and making him turn back down to the side, turned into traffic, and he just ran out of time.
So the defense definitely redeeming themselves from their last attempt there. Now Nate Laycock with the ball. It's been a few minutes since he's been out on the floor. He'll feel good to get those legs moving again. Jonah Kerr sends that up. Moran across. Hard shot here by Tyson Morrison. And this loose ball and then picked up by Laycock. Still battling right out in front, backhand shot. And that's going to go off of Bodin and out of play. So a fantastic recovery there by Jonah Kerr.
Again, Jonah Kerr exhibiting those silky mitts of his and got a good backhand pass or shot off.
And an unfortunate pass there from Nate Laycock as he slipped on the floor and just tried to get a sneaky pass over his head.
Stars have stolen this ball back.
Hard shot there. Carter Moran can't get that one past Bodin. Great work there by Nate Laycock to recover the loose ball that he had originally turned over, able to force a turnover himself and turn into a North Star scoring chance. So they're looking pretty good so far here against a very strong Hamilton Bengals team. Cooper Joyce is going to carry this into the offensive zone. He can't quite get around Calvin Stewart. He'll send that back up, and now it's carried by Nathan Jones, who sends that across the floor. Calvin Stewart battling, picked up instead by Logan Cleggs. He's going to try to run up the floor here. Logan Cleggs has help. He's got Arnold. Decides to turn back. He gets knocked to the ground, trying to keep this ball from turning over. Bengals end up getting possession of it, and now they're going to run this up the floor as Walker Zabrinski is going to connect with Liam Luza. Ward takes that long shot. Rebound gone after there by Nathan Jones, but now the North Stars with a chance. Taylor Bennett, he's got help. Back from McVicker, takes the hard shot. He had room up there, and that rebound goes right back on net and picked back up.
Likely a back in there. The Hamilton defender went to pick up the loose ball, knocked it right back into the goaltender, but the referees either didn't notice or didn't care.
Cooper Joyce throws that across the floor for Gillies. Gillies sends it down back to Joyce. Joyce looking at his options. He's going to bounce that across the floor for Curtis Ward, but picked up instead by Liam Luza. Luza tries to get around Gavin Downs, does so. Gavin Downs tries to punch the ball, and unfortunately that will be a turnover as he makes contact with his free hand. It's now Nathan Jones will start this rush for the Hamilton Bengals. He's going to send that across the floor for Cooper Joyce. Joyce able to get around Marcus Talk. Tries to send that back door. Owen Pryor, good defense there to make sure that one doesn't get picked up. Now Gavin Downs with a breakaway. Downs in tight, shot, and just kept out by Bowden. Gavin Downs with a great hit, and that's going to end up becoming a turnover as he knocks his man to the ground. Get Downs off to the bench to rest those legs. He doesn't get too many breakaway chances. And almost making good on that one. Cody Gillies. Gillies loses that ball, picked up instead by Cooper Joyce. Still loose though. Good defense there by Taylor Bennett. Now Calder Adams is after Joyce, long shot. That one's gonna go just wide. They're not gonna reset this clock, so they'll send that down into the offensive zone. Now the North Stars are gonna carry this up the floor. Jackson Ray. And we'll take this moment here to thank Pizza Hut for all their support of the Owen Sound Junior B North Stars and your Rogers crew. If you'd like to visit Pizza Hut, you can do so at 669 10th Street West, Owen Sound, Ontario, or call them at 519-371-5660, or visit their website at www.pizzahut.ca. That ball goes up and out of play off of the Bengals player, so the North Stars will get a fresh 30, and they're going to take an early shot right at the beginning of that 30 seconds. And now Carter Moran in a foot race, and Plater's going to come out of his net to play that ball. And he loses it, knocks it back before he steps in his crease. Moran's going to throw that across the floor, and Klages is going to send that all the way up and picked up now by Talon Brown, who carries it into the offensive zone. Connecting there with Jonah Kerr, has a lane, long shot there, and a good save by Mateo Bowden as the Bengals defense collapses there and gives Jonah a free lane right to the net.
Yeah, again, a nice move. He tried to go 5-hole, and goaltender didn't bite whatsoever, kept the stick in position. I'd like to see him, again, get underneath that glove and see how well he moves down low like that. They've tried everything else without success to this point.
North Stars doing a great work here at getting that ball on net in every opportunity that they are given. They're going to try to keep this up and eventually find a way to solve Mateo Bowden. Both goalies standing strong. Neither one want to be the first to break. And both have faced many attempts and many shots. A good shot there. Again, going a little bit stick side. And Mateo Bowden, as he's done time and time again this game, is able to corral that one and turn it away.
Yeah, again, they've got some opportunities. Not getting anything really going east, west, inside. You know, they have gotten some shots from the inside, but more or less on an individual effort, so the goaltenders will set each and every shot.
The Bengals have really been loving this backdoor cross-crease pass here, and you know, one of these times it is going to work.
Yeah, they're certainly making an effort to get inside. You know, they haven't really been able to connect. The Owen Sound defense has collapsed him pretty well and taken most of that away. But anyways, both offenses struggling a little bit here. That's the 0-0 tie.
Jonah Kerr. He's going to spin this ball around as he waits and eventually connects there with Nate Laycock. Nate Laycock sends that back to the outside. Tyson Morrison tries to get around his man. He does. Gets in tight, back in front for Laycock's shot. Good save off the mask there of Mateo Bowden.
Yeah, that was a real good work there. And again, excellent scoring opportunity, just not able to finish.
Hill with a long shot. Great hit there as Jonah Kerr uses his body to get in the way. Now Carter Moran. He's going to slow up and Take a couple of hacks and slashes there from number 24, Matt Pekinya. Now Elliot Thompson, he tries to find a lane. He's going to slow these guys down a little bit as he finds a good outlet pass. And now Carter Moran across the floor. Curtis Arnold, a long shot. That one goes wide. Now the Bengals on the loose ball. They're going to head up the floor here. Number 32, Josiah Kimmyberg. He'll connect instead with Liam Luza. Bengals looking for something. They're able to get in around Klages. Hard shot. And that one is steered wide. So that'll be a reset. And Plater just able to squeak that stick out and able to pick that one up. 1 foot sliding out of the crease, but able to maintain control. Tyson Morrison.
And Hamilton really aggressive here, really pressing up the floor. And they get spread out, so if you can get the ball down low and then look for a cutter coming late, they may have more success. They continue to try to hold the ball up top to get something going.
Jonah Kerr tried to get that stick around and shoot on his weak side just to see if he could fool this Hamilton goaltender Bowden, but the ball couldn't quite get over glove side there and ended up right in the middle where a lot of these shots have gone, right into the stick of Mateo Bowden. Twisting and turning there is Joyce. He's going to send that across the floor. Hamilton's still with it. Nathan Jones, he swings to the middle, takes a long shot. Plater steers that one wide. Almost 3.5 minutes here to go. And that shot goes wide, and we're still at 0-0.
Yeah, that one brushed off the defender, so it didn't get to the net. Therefore, they didn't get that reset, and the shot clock expired on them.
North Stars battling hard here. Carter Moran's going to take this up the floor. And he'll send a bouncing pass over for Curtis Arnold. Arnold sends that in tight. Morrison back up for Moran. Moran twists around, takes the shot, and finally does get glove side, but turned away there by the knee of Mateo Bowden. Well, the first meeting of these two teams, Hamilton coming away with the victory, 20 goals, and their first period was 7-2 Hamilton. So the North Stars certainly are keeping pace with the Hamilton Bengals. I'd say in fairly even game so far. Both teams have had good chances. North Stars have probably had more individual chances, and the Bengals have had slightly stronger passing, but so far, both these teams looking fairly poised and ready for a win. This is a potential playoff matchup, depending on how the last couple of games for the North Stars pan out. North Stars will have one more game after this one, and it'll be against a slightly weaker opponent. So we will expect the North Stars to come away with at least one victory in the next two games, and potentially two here tonight if they're able to solve Hamilton. Kerr sends that behind the back. Moran can't quite get to that ball. Moran twisting, turning, sends an errant pass. And they're calling for a back in there. I think they might have been able to get something, but referee not calling that one, and now it's carried up the floor by Walker Zabransky, who's going to connect there with Cooper Joyce. Sent in for Ward. Ward gets tied up there, sends it across, now across the floor. Gillies. And that shot is turned away by Plater. Both goalies standing strong, just over a minute left to play in the first period, and both teams yet to concede a goal, also yet to score a goal. So both defenses are going to go into this intermission quite happy. Both offenses a little frustrated. Laycock, a long shot there. He's able to get that. Another shot, scores! What a goal there by number 4, Talon Brown.
Yeah, he did a lot of work off ball, really trying to push his man to the side, and he was in great position after Laycock let that sidearm shot go off the chest pad, and he picked it up and dropped it in the empty net. So he kind of looked around sheepishly, wondering if he had stepped in the crease, but all is good, and Owen Sound strikes here with 1:05 to go in the first period.
So Owen Sound able to get on the board here. You can see this replay. Just good effort there as Laycock is able to get that shot on, and then a fantastic rebound there picked up by Talon Brown and put into the back of the net, and nope, no foot in that crease, as you can see on that replay. So solid work there. 50 seconds left to go in this first period. North Stars leading by 1. Ward, he gets in tight, gets that right in, and Plater able to turn that one away. Adams is going to carry this up the floor. He's going to throw that across. That high pass is picked up by Jonah Kerr. This could be the North Stars' final possession. They'll look to reset this clock with 14 seconds left on the play clock. There will be about 7 seconds left in the period. Now a round hard shot, and Curtis Arnold almost gets that one to go. But now we've got a breakaway for Hamilton, and they're going to take this shot. Turned away by Plater. What a stick save that was to keep his team in this. Oh my word, Miles Plater.
Yeah, that was an outstanding move by the Hamilton. I think it was 47 in
That's
transition.
Alex Calgill right there.
Yeah, he took a big shot to the side of the head when he went for the rebound there. It was a little dazed getting up, but we'll see the replay here because it was outstanding.
See Calgill, he's just got an extra step. What a move there. That's the equivalent of a toe drag, I think, in lacrosse there.
Yes, and Miles Plater body one way, big stick came back the other way and took what should have been a sure goal.
Outstanding. Well, the North Stars making a big difference here in their second game against the Hamilton Bengals. Last game down in Hamilton, they went into the intermission trailing 5 goals of a score of 7-2. Now the North Stars go into the intermission leading 1-0. We'll be right back after these messages with an interview from Curtis Ward on the Hamilton Bengals. Stay tuned here on Rogers TV.
Join us on Great County Life next week as we'll be talking to Natalie Robichaud from Bruce County Playhouse in Southampton, and also Renee from the Owen Sound Animal Shelter will be joining us with an adoptable animal on Great County Life.
As a single parent, the weight of responsibility is overwhelming. I'm grateful for the prayers that give me the strength to keep going for my kids' sake and mine. You were there for me, offering support and encouragement and reminding me of God's promises when I needed it most.
Heartbeat of Mother Earth, I feel you and embrace your warmth. I see you dancing through the trees. Your song floats on the summer breeze. Community, we come together. We are the voice of our ancestors. Thankful for how much you bless us. Feel the thunder in the drum. All our voices sing as one. Feel the power, feel the pride. Feel the drumbeat deep inside. Feel the boom, feel the bass. Let's let go of time and space. It'll make you dance, it'll make you sing. Ode Wegun, Wedok Wishin. The drum will lead you, take you far. Always remember who you are.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and JD MacArthur Arena. I'm joined here with Curtis Ward, all the way from Hamilton. Curtis, your team is doing pretty well. You guys are high up there in the standings, and yourself having an outstanding year with 102 points. How does a player reach that kind of threshold in a league like this?
You know, you could say it's by yourself, but it's all about the team, right? The team works hard, they get you the ball, things just happen. Good things happen when you work as a team, and I got to give credit to all of them because I couldn't have done it without them.
Excellent. I mean, you guys have clearly stuck to your game this year. How would you describe your game coming into this one?
We're just a hard-working team, you know. Not a lot of good guys, a lot of skill guys, but we all work together as one. No one's an individual.
You know, this is a potential playoff matchup. Are you guys scouting out the North Stars tonight to try to find an advantage going into the postseason?
I don't think so. I think we're just looking to get the win, and we'll get it under our belt, and then we'll deal with what comes next.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Owen Sound North Stars here on Rogers TV.
I'm Wendell Clark with a word about winning. We all know it takes a team effort in any sport and with any challenge. You can be a part of the winning team that shuts out impaired driving. Whether you're out on the town or just hanging out with friends, drink responsibly. Always have a plan for a safe ride home for yourself, your family, and your friends. You'll be helping to shut out impaired driving.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
With clubs, leagues, and courts in every province and territory across Canada, squash is the sport for wall-to-wall fun, fitness, and friendship. From coast to coast to coast. Learn to play, and you'll want to do it every day. Squash. Play inside the box.
Hey, it's Krista McKee here of Wandering Grey Bruce. I am so excited to bring to you the 5th season of the show. We're going to meet some very exciting and interesting people. Stay tuned. This season, we are going to Chantry Island, visiting southern Grey County to explore barn quilts, and we have an exclusive interview with the Coast Guard at Tobermory. So join me on Rogers TV.
With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the press box here at the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Centre and J.D. MacArthur Arena here in lovely Owen Sound, Ontario. My name's Nick Kennedy. I'm joined here with Steve McCarthy. Steve, a great first period there. Both teams looked good. I mean, you know, maybe they'd look better with more points on the board, but a highly defensive game. And is it the defense playing really well when you see a score like this? Or in this game, do you get the sense that maybe the offense is just not quite clicking yet?
I think definitely the offenses on both sides aren't clicking. I am sure the defensive play has a lot to do with that. Hamilton really pressures out, and Owen Sound is being forced outside, and they're not looking to get the ball down low, perhaps, as they might want to look to do that to get the defenders turned. And that'll open up lanes if they continue to press out and be wide on their opponents. Hamilton's made an attempt to get inside. They just haven't been able to execute, and when they have taken the perimeter shots, Miles Plater has handled everything, and he stole that one late in the period on transition. So, yeah, both goaltenders have been real good when they have had opportunities. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, Miles Plater with a fantastic stick save. Bowden, he's been solid. You said you'd like to see the North Stars kind of test his glove side a little bit. What are some of the things, like, you know, if you're looking for kind of a typical Owen Sound North Stars goal or a typical even Lacrosse goal, what are you looking for from the North Stars here to kind of run away with this one?
Well, again, I think when they've been successful getting inside, they tend to come across the net, and then you're dragging the goalie, and then you can reach around. And for righties, they can reach around and try to drop that underneath the glove. And lefties, you know, they can. Mateo's been good so far, but everything's kind of been straight at him. So we really haven't seen him tested a lot going side to side or having to contend with the guy coming straight across the crease.
Excellent. Well, we'll see if the North Stars are able to get a little bit more ball movement down low, and we'll see where this game goes in the second period. Stay tuned here on Rogers TV. You're watching the Owen Sound North Stars take on the Hamilton Bengals.
Carol Merton. Please join me for HealthLink, a program connecting home, community, and healthcare. Please join me and watch HealthLink on Rogers TV.
I was severely abused as a child. I'm 77 now, but still have nightmares. I'm too weak. Can you please pray for me?
We invite you to play What My Line.
Welcome, Mrs. Baker. Those folks over there need to guess your extraordinary occupation.
Are you an entertainer, Mrs. Baker?
Yes.
Do people come to watch you perform?
Yes. Do you travel for work? Yes, I do.
Do you ever wear a special type of costume?
Yes.
Is your job, physical?
Yes, indeed.
Are you a member of a team?
Yes.
Are you a professional baseball player?
Yes, I am.
Created during the Second World War, the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League included 68 Canadians. One of its brightest stars was my mother, Saskatchewan's Mary Bonnie Baker, a pioneer for women in sports.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and J.D. MacArthur Arena as the Owen Sound North Stars take their bench after a quick huddle around Miles Plater to get him ready for this second period. Plater perfect through 20. And Mateo Baudin almost perfect through 20, giving up only one goal. Plenty of shots faced. Both teams are absolutely in this game. Lots of potential for a victory from both sides. And that one's won back there by Thompson as he gets the best of Zabrinski. Calder Adams catches that one, and now we're going to get a penalty here going against the Bengals as they knock down Ethan Kerr. So the North Stars will bring Miles Plater all the way to the bench. Morrison out, and now we'll see Elliot Thompson come back out as the extra man, but that shot by Carter Moran is going to go off the face of Mateo Baudin, and now we'll see one of these guys on the Bengals here. Looks like number 9, Nathan Jones. Take another look at the penalty here. See just in the top of your screen there, middle of your screen, takes a stick up a little bit too high, and Ethan Kerr makes sure that the referees see that one. Now the North Stars on the power play for the first time this game. They'll be up a man for 2 minutes. Nice sticky call. Shot gets in tight, unable to go. Laycock picks up the rebound. North Stars still with it. Carter Moran back down to Morrison. Up for Moran, takes a long shot, and that one's turned away. And the Bengals almost knocking that one into their own net, trying to avoid a back in. Zabransky, he's going to send that wide, and now the Bengals are just going to roll this all the way across the floor for Alex Long as they try to kill off 30 seconds. The North Stars had plenty of offensive time. Now they're going to cut to the net. Hard shot here and turned away by Miles Plater. Alex Long unable to find the back of the net. A new 30-second clock put up here in the North Star zone. That's working. Hard shot there by Jonah Kerr. Rebound tried to pick up. Logan Klagas couldn't find the rebound, and now it's going to head back into the North Star zone after a quick shot off a rush. Kerr thought he saw a little bit of an opening and took his chance.
Yeah, when you're a defender in transition, if you don't score in that situation, you sometimes might get the coaching staff a little keyed. Being on the power play there, you want to make sure you get good opportunities.
Curtis Ward doing his best to hold this ball as long as he can. He's going to get in tight and try to send a bouncer off the back of Miles Plater, unable to. I think that 30-second clock there in the North Star zone is probably not working, so we'll be relying exclusively on the one in the Hamilton zone.
It's lit up, it's nice and bright.
It is finally on.
Count down.
No. Yeah. Moran sends that in. Orson tries to go backdoor. And that one's going to be knocked out. Hard battle there. And
well, not much to show for that power play with 3 seconds left in it.
So now the Bengals will move on to attack here. They don't need to slow things down at all. They're just going to go for some straight offense. As Dawson Battersby sends that across the floor and picked up now by Nathan Jones out of the penalty box, who scores to tie this game up. Nathan Jones with a long bomb on Miles Plater and just through the arm and into the back of the net.
Yeah, and again, just a bit of a lackadaisical effort defending. Again, you can't just give up time and space. It was a long shot, but you know, you got a defender right on, and you got to go at the player. You know, can't just let him stand there and rip it and get in the shooting lanes and make him pull it out and have to go around him. Kind of surprised Miles Plater, got him between the 5 holes up high, just over top of the stick, and that was quickly, and that was our Nathan Jones, who had just came out of the box after serving 2.
Senior that ball into the offensive zone. Now it's long, connecting there, and now the Hamilton Bengals. Liam Luza towards the outside. He's going to swing to the middle. He's going to try to get that in tight, and unable to handle that is Curtis Ward. Ward will pick it back up. He's going to keep swinging. Takes a long shot. And Plater does a good job at keeping that one out of his net. Miles Plater will pick that one up, and he's going to look up the floor. Able to connect there. Calder Adams. Adams connecting there with Logan Klages. Right back. Laycock takes a shot, scores! Nate Laycock with a snipe. Going glove side. Steve, you called it.
Well, it is easier from up here, so, but yeah, and again, I think it was Klages that continued right down the middle of the zone here and cleared out a little bit of a lane. So he drives, Laycock follows, that opens up, he's allowed to have some time and space there, and again, a little bounce shot, it looks like, right underneath the glove.
Well, great work there. You can see number 32, that's Josiah Kimmyberg. He really bit on that Logan Klages drive and just got him to turn the opposite way of the ball, which slowed him down just enough that Nate Laycock was able to find back in that net. Now Ethan Kerr, he's going to try to get this ball into the offensive zone.
Yeah, and again,
picked there by Talon Brown.
You know, I don't want to harp on things because they've been pretty clean so far, but again, trouble in transition there, and the defender holding the ball too long and gets stripped, and then turns it over on the illegal pick, but they were going to likely turn it over anyways because of the lost possession.
Jones. He drives around, takes a long shot. That one goes wide. Out of play, so the North Stars get a free possession here. Connecting there, Gavin Downs. He's going to flip that up for Tyson Morrison. Morrison will carry this and sends it across the floor. Stevenson tries to connect with Laycock, who's driving to the net. He can't, and now the Bengals are on the run. Justin Hill, he's going to try to drive to the net. He does. Shot and turned away there. Miles Plater. Great save by Miles Plater to stand tall. Now Jackson Ray is going to carry this into the offensive zone. He'll take a shot, and that one's just turned away by the elbow of Mateo Bodin. Now sent across the floor as Jonah Kerr is going to slow things down as the rest of the offense gets out on the floor. Plenty of time after that rebound. Tyson Morrison. And now we've got another penalty. So Miles Plater's going to run to the bench, but it's not going to matter as that pass goes a little bit errantly into the defensive stick. Curtis Arnold drawing that call there against the Bengals. That's going to be Greg Love headed to the box. You can see just gets the stick up a little bit too high and yanks him down. So it'll be another 2-minute high sticky call as Greg Love heads to the bench. the shorter bench.
And we'll see if they want to run something here. Last power play, they really didn't look like they had any kind of set play going.
One shot there, and that was trapped well by Mateo Bodin. Forward, Alex Long will take this out of the defensive zone and carry it into the North Stars offensive zone, rather defensive zone. It'll be sent across the floor, picked up by Keenan Jackson. Jackson's going to try to get around Gavin Downs here. Takes the long bouncing shot, but that's blocked, and now Taylor Bennett will pick that up for the North Stars. McVicker goes to change along with Stewart and Bennett. Laycock out. And the North Stars trying to pull a little bit of a fake ball trick, but couldn't quite get that one to go the way they wanted to. Laycock and Moran playing catch. They love doing this on the power play. Back to Laycock, he gets knocked loose. Long shot there by Carter Moran. And that one almost handcuffed, but we got it back in here going against Hamilton. So the North Stars will be back on attack. Elliot Thompson tried to get back in time. Jonah Kerr picks up the rebound. He'll connect with Carter Moran, who takes a low shot. Moran gets that ball wide, and rebound is picked up by Jonah Kerr. So the North Stars a lot more productive here on this power play. A couple of rebounds that they're able to recover. Long shot there by Jonah Kerr off the goalie and out of play, so the North Stars will get another 30. Still not testing them east and west. Right out in front, Carter Moran, rebound, scores! Elliot Thompson able to tuck that one home after a great play by Carter Moran to cut to the middle.
And again, although Carter wasn't able to score, they did run something that got them an opportunity. Shot right in front of the net, and the rebound went right to Elliot Thompson. He made sure he corralled it and deposited in the net. So a successful power play. Probably wasn't written up this way, but they'll take it to take a little 3-1 lead here.
Elliot Thompson able to tuck that one in and set the North Stars ahead by 2. Goalies are now fed and watered and heading back to their cages. And we're about to get underway. North Stars leading by a score of 3-1. Abramski versus Thompson. Thompson just scoring here for the North Stars. Twist and turn, and Thompson is going to smartly let Zabransky just push that one back into the Bengals zone, and Thompson able to recover that ball. So he's going to send that bouncer right back to Carter Moran. Throws that in for Nate Laycock. Arnold trying to battle, sets a good pick. Laycock can't get around his man. He's going to have to turn back. Able to connect there with Tyson Morrison. Morrison sends it across the floor. Picked up by Carter Moran, connecting with Nate Laycock. Laycock to Moran. Moran gets around one, picked by Stevenson. Right in tight, Holden Stevenson scores! What a shot! What a play as the North Stars go up 4-1!
Yeah, and it's great to see Stevenson get rewarded. He, again, does a lot of the dirty work inside. I think that's only his second goal on the season, but again, sets a perfect seal here. Releases and goes to the net, makes sure he catches it, and gets far side. And again, that's a big goal, and it's just a great job all around for Stevenson to set the pick, roll off, go to the net, catch the ball, and score in traffic.
Holden Stevenson just bounces off of Caleb Fulkerson there, and able to make a little bit of room for himself, and his bench is cheering for him. I think the play that really went unnoticed but deserved is the face-off by Elliot Thompson right after his own goal. Able to secure that ball, and the North Stars never lost it that entire play. And Stevenson able to capitalize. Laycock trying to direct traffic here. That ball goes from Jonah Kerr down to Carter Moran. Moran throws that across the floor. Talon Brown back to Morrison. Morrison back to Moran with a long shot. That one's turned away by Mateo Bodin. Now the Bengals trying to send this all the way up the floor, but they're going to turn it right over to Miles Plater, and Carter Moran is going to scoop it up and carry that up the floor, but the pass is cut off, and then the Bengals drop it. North Star's trying to battle. Talon Brown trying to get there. He's able to pick up the rebound. Then it's knocked loose again. Now it's in the transition zone, and the North Stars able to gain possession of this. Jonah Kerr, he takes a high stick against himself, and they're going to call a hold, in fact, on Jonah Kerr, not a high sticking call on number 7, Justin Hill. So Jonah Kerr's headed to the bench. We'll take another look at this one, as it certainly looked like the arm went up as soon as the stick made contact with Jonah Kerr, and then the call seemed to get reversed. So, okay, well, you know what? He may have guided that stick up there a little bit as he kind of twisted and turned. But
yeah, that's a pretty tough call. I think in a lot of situations that might have just been called a possession if you thought it was a little bit of a tie-up going. But anyways, we'll see. Good soak there, yeah.
Calvin Stewart is going to have a purple ankle tomorrow, but doing his best goaltender impression. The North Stars drawing some cheers here from the crowd, and now we've got a penalty going against the North Stars.
Yeah, I just caught it out of the corner.
And a huge save there. Miles Plater comes across to make that save. The North Stars are going to be down 2 men as Carter Moran bumped into Mateo Bodin, as Mateo Bodin came out of his net to try to run a block. We'll have to, I don't even know if we got a shot at it because it was so behind the play. But Bodin, we'll take a look here. So Bodin, it was Nate Laycock, excuse me. So Laycock takes it, and then Bodin comes right out to challenge him. So
yeah,
Laycock gets his hands up, obviously, as you would.
I have no idea what that could possibly be called. The goaltender came out to pick, and Laycock just ran through him, didn't knock him over, and
another big save there is Miles Plater able to lock that down. Now the North Stars are going to try to kill off 30 seconds. Calvin Stewart, he's going to bounce that ball and loses that one to Cooper Joyce. Now the Bengals in tight, hard shot. That's going to go up and out of play. Eventually they're going to call something here, and finally the referees decide the ball has gone out.
Well, I guess, you know, the goalie appeared to be outside the crease, but maybe he still had a foot in. I'm not sure. It's a tough call.
I think if anything, and now the refs are going to call that one dead as soon as Elliot Thompson picks up that ball, and they're going to give possession to the North Stars. So instead of just letting them play on with a free breakaway, they're going to call that one down, and possession's going to go back to Elliot Thompson.
Yeah, this has not been that official's finest hour here.
Tyson Morrison trying to tuck that one through. 24 seconds left before the North Stars will be back out at 5-on-4. And now they're just going to give Plater the save and a goal.
Yeah, that's a tough play for Calvin Stewart on the 2-on-1. You certainly have to hold your ground and give the goaltender an opportunity to save it, but you can't. You have to be able to put a little bit of pressure here. You'll see on the replay, he takes the pass away, but then does nothing to force. So once he's already taken that pass away, he's got to back in and cut some of that angle off. You can't let him walk the crease like that.
So a good attempt there as Miles Plater tries to turn that one away, but just unable to get all of it. Unfortunately, done just before the first penalty was over, so the North Stars will still be down a man for about 40 seconds here. Ward will send that across the floor. Battersby back to Ward. Ward will send that one deep up the floor and connects there with Gillies. Gillies to Ward. Ward's going to send it back to Battersby to Gillies. Hard shot turned away there by Miles Plater.
Yeah, nice little play there run by Hamilton. Just steered a wide open spot shot from up top.
Sent that one down. Gillies can't quite connect, and Luza sending that one up into the rafters. So the North Stars will carry this up into the offensive zone. Logan Klages, he sends that wide. Stewart across, hard shot, and Klages goes heads first, and there's not a call on the play.
Well, I don't know that he really got assisted into the net. Again, I'm sure we'll always see a replay here, but he just seemed to Run right into the net on his own.
Take a look here.
No, he's got a little help. Yep.
Plenty of help there by number 4, Cooper Joyce. The referees just seem to maybe be mailing it in a little bit here. I don't want to, maybe we shouldn't say something like that. They're doing their best.
Yeah, it's just they made a few peculiar calls and non-calls, but they've been consistent both ways.
Yeah, they certainly have a better view than we have up here. So, and a long shot, they score. Number 22, Dawson Battersby, able to tuck that one home underneath Miles Plater.
Yeah, and that won't go down as a power play, but they were still in that 5-on-4 set there when the penalty got released by Laycock. And again, you know, it's tough to take penalties in this game when you're away, when you have possession of the ball, like the initial call on Jonah Kerr, and then to clip the goalie as you're going by, you know, is a suspect call, but nonetheless, you just don't take that chance to get you down. And they capitalized on both. So 4-1 game, within 2 minutes, it's 4-3.
So the Bengals are, I believe, 2-0 right now, or 2 for 2 on the power play.
Yeah, again, that was about 3 seconds after the power play, so it'll be a 5-on-5er, but it certainly was the result of that penalty, as Laycock was not able to get back into the play prior to that goal going in.
And sends that wide. Back up here for Tyson Morrison. Takes a long shot. That one goes up and over the net, and rebound can't be picked up there, so now Taylor Bennett's going to get in. Morrison able to knock that one loose. Hard shot, still gets away as the Bengals scramble back to their feet here now with the ball in the offensive zone.
And again, that transition opportunity came because you again, settling for long shots early in the shot clock.
Now gets around him, can't quite find a lane, sends that back across, and testing Miles Plater, east and west plenty are these Hamilton Bengals. Now a long shot, that one goes wide. North Stars.
Oh, we've got shot clocks at both ends going again.
We've got working shot clocks, a slightly different buzzer, but we'll take this moment now to thank our sponsor of the game, Pizza Hut. If you'd like to visit Pizza Hut, you can do so at 669 10th Street, West Owen Sound, Ontario. Call them, 519-371-5660. Visit their website at www.pizzahut.ca. Behind the back pass there, and an upcoming penalty against Hamilton. Hamilton's eventually going to get to this ball, but they're going to just let it keep on rolling until the end of the 30-second clock. And they're going to gain a holding call. So number 77, Rowan Edwards, headed to the box for holding. And the North Stars will be back on the power play, trying to convert and regain a 2-goal lead. Rowan Edwards is going to grab a seat, and Carter Moran carry this into the offensive zone. Carter Moran to Laycock. Laycock and Moran, they like this passing play, them and Tyson Morrison. Morrison back to Moran. Back to Laycock across the floor. Can't quite get that. Now Morrison sort of bobbles that ball into the offensive, or into the crease. And now a breakaway, and Hamilton can't quite find it. Ethan Kerr sends that wide. Now Owen Pryor in a foot race. He's going to have to get there first. Ends up scooping it and then takes a quick pass up to Calvin Stewart. So Vegas will likely go for a change there, along with Owen Pryor and Ethan Kerr, and out comes Carter Moran, Nate Laycock, Elliot Thompson, Tyson Morrison. We've already got Jonah Kerr out there. Kerr and Moran down for Morrison. North Stars a little bit tighter here, right in tight. Moran sends that high and wide. And that bounced just over the net, wide of the net, and now it'll go out of play. The Bengals will gain possession, and they'll carry this into the offensive zone. Walker Zabransky sends that in. Now carried around by Liam Luza. Luza bounces that back. Ward picks it up. 47 seconds left on this power play for the North Stars. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. North Stars will have about one more possession. Ward trying to get around. 4 seconds left. Ward's going to flip this over his shoulder and into the corner. He'll go for a change, and the North Stars are going to pick this up as Nolan McVicker carries it up the floor. McVicker connects there with Tyson Morrison. Morrison sends it across for Nate Laycock. Laycock Moran trying a bit of a shift here. Laycock sends that across. Back in front. Morrison shot, scores! What a goal right over the left shoulder of Mateo Beaudin. Great work by Tyson Morrison. Fantastic passing play. As it looked like Curtis Arnold gets the primary assist. It won't be Arnold, it'll be Jonah Kerr. 19-91.
He's just a simple cut. You had the top defender watching the ball. The low defender was watching the man on the crease. He took advantage of the big lane there, and again, they just executed well. Nice pass on the stick. One little hesitation move, and he beats him over the shoulder. And that's a big goal for Owen Sound.
Zabramski wins that one back. And then Elliot Thompson's stick knocked from his hands. So the Hamilton Bengals will gain possession of this. 5.5 minutes left to go in the second period. North Stars leading 5-3. That one's sent all the way up for Gillies. Gillies sends that one in deep. Ward trying to get around Ethan Kerr. Back to Gillies. That one's knocked loose. Good defending by Calder Adams. Rebound picked up. Bengals in tight. Take that shot. Steered away.
Yeah, he missed. They're going to get going here on transition.
So Jackson Ray will carry this into the offensive zone. Sends that across for Jonah Kerr. Jonah Kerr heads to the outside and waits for an outlet pass. Swings that over for Tyson Morrison. Morrison tries to fake a pass, now he sends it. Jonah Kerr twisting, turning. And Kerr knocked to the ground. He's gonna get that pass in. Holden Stevenson shot and turned away by Mateo Beaudin. Stevenson almost with a pair of goals in one game. It would be unheard of for Holden Stevenson. Tyson Morrison sends that across the floor, picked up now by Jonah Kerr. Kerr takes a long shot right into the chest.
And again, this opens up that long transition pass, and they're down numbers here. So again, it's a dangerous shot.
And a great work there by the North Stars. Looked like Gavin Downs getting back and just knocking that ball free from Alex Calgill, who's got at least one this game so far. He's kind of hobbling a little bit. I think that hit knocked the wind right out of him. That pass errant right off the back of Calvin Stewart. Now Clagus, he's going to send that up, connects with Nolan McVicker. McVicker's going to send this ball back and picked up now by Logan Clagus. Clagus sends this across, picked up now by Nate Laycock. Laycock over for Elliot Thompson. Thompson sends that up high for Jonah Kerr. Kerr to Laycock. North Stars with a good pick. Laycock trying to get in, shot! And nothing happening there as he gets shoved into the crease. The goalie goes down. Not a whole lot of pushing and shoving after the play there, but the Bengals will get possession of this and take it into North Star zone as Carter Moran tries to direct traffic here. Owen Pryor playing up high. Moran tries to knock that one loose, does. Now it's Owen Pryor in against Gillies. He's going to send that across for Carter Moran. Moran takes a hard shot. Rebound picked up by Talon Brown. Owen Pryor in front. He's going to look for a quick change. He's able to get away. Now Tyson Morrison. So great individual effort there by Carter Moran to knock that pass loose, and then Owen Pryor to notice that and able to get in tight. Now Laycock with a shot in front. What a pass there by Tyson Morrison. Rebound picked up by the North Stars as they continue this assault on the Hamilton Bengals net.
Yeah, real nice two-man game there, well executed, and a great scoring opportunity as a result.
Long shot there, Morrison, great attempt as that one's just barely saved by Mateo Beaudin's leg. Gillies is going to carry this into the offensive zone. Ward back to Gillies. Gillies preps for a long shot, ends up passing that one backwards. Nathan Jones, he's going to send that one wide. Battersby can't really find a teammate or the net on that one, but rebound is picked up by Calvin Stewart. They're trying to kill time here, and that bouncing ball is going to go now to the North Stars and carried out of the zone by Taylor Bennett. Taylor Bennett's going to slow things down here, and he's going to send that ball over for Elliot Thompson, who's going to go all the way into the corner for Carter Moran. Carter Moran connecting there with Nate Laycock. Laycock playing with a new kind of swag with that new stick. Hard shot there by Elliot Thompson, rebound trapped. And picked up there by number 32, Josiah Kimmyberg. Walker Zackerby sends that over as Liam Luza picks it up. Luza swings out to the middle, gets that across. Picked up now by Battersby. Battersby in tight, long shot for Jones, goes wide. Battersby picks up the rebound, sends that one in tight, tried to deflect that one on net. Now Luza trying to get there. Loose ball picked up by Owen Pryor. He's gonna send this probably back into his own zone as the North Stars try to get set in the final minute of play. They're gonna look to pick up another rebound. They've been doing a great job here at controlling their own rebounds, as they've been spending a minute or two at a time here on offense. That ball is swung into the corner as Moran brings it out and connects with Laycock. Laycock sends a bouncer over for Jonah Kerr. Jonah Kerr gets a stick up high. Kerr still battling, still gets around, gets the shot away right into the glove of the stick side. Now Jonah Kerr's getting gone after by the Bengals as Walker Zabransky goes after Jonah Kerr. No call on the play. The Bengals will carry this into the offensive zone.
Yeah, we'll get a timeout here, and Hamilton will be able to go 6-on-5.
So Hamilton calling a 30-second timeout. And we'll take a quick look here. These are the Western Conference standings at the moment. Now, you can see there are a couple of teams there tied in points. The Hamilton Bengals, the Cambridge Highlands at 26 points. Now, this is the projected outcome just based on who is playing who in the next couple of games here. But Cambridge absolutely capable of overtaking the Hamilton Bengals. And the most notable thing here is that if the North Stars end up winning tonight and Cambridge loses their next two games, the Owen Sound North Stars could potentially leapfrog into a position higher. So they're not necessarily locked into this middle of the pack. The North Stars will be looking at a few different standings here, a couple different outcomes. Hamilton's certainly an option for the playoffs. So is Cambridge, even Six Nations. They're all options here for the playoffs. If Owen Sound were to drop down any further than they are, then they may see the likes of St. Catharines or Elora. St. Catharines actually winning here today, so not here at the Bayshore, but winning today. So they're, I believe, now at 18-1-1 with 37 points. Excuse me, that is updated. So we've got a good team here at Rogers. They're on top of things. As soon as an outcome is made final, they get it right into our spreadsheets. So this is updated to today. We'll take a look there at the Western Conference Final, and now we'll take a look over there at the Hamilton Bengals bench. The coach trying to figure out how to tuck another one here before the end of the second period to bring his team within one. That would be a real shot to the North Stars' confidence. One of those late goals, it's always goes right to your legs at the beginning of the next period. Number 19, Curtis Ward. Heard from him during the first intermission. We'll hear from our own Curtis Arnold. After this period is over, Ward gets in tight, gets the shot away and scores. No foot in the crease, so it is not going to count. The North Stars try to send that one up high and into the net, but it hits the scoreboard on its way. Wow, what a finish to that period. North Stars, 4 goals that period. The Bengals with 3. North Stars will go into the intermission leading 5-3. You can see a bit of a conversation there as the Bengals and the North Stars say hello to each other as they both try to make their way to the bench. See Owen Pryor there heading off. We'll be right back after this break with an interview from our very own number 24, Curtis Arnold, here on Rogers TV.
I did it.
I need it.
A hero gave it.
And I am alive.
As an organ donor, you can save up to 8 lives and enhance the lives of 75 others. Please go to our website. Pledge a gift of life. You'll be glad you did.
This is a perfectly healthy child. What's unhealthy are birth alerts, a racist practice that may stop this Indigenous mother from going home with her newborn. Become an ally. Rise above racism in healthcare.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the set of Attack Rap. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy. We have officially wrapped the show for the year, the final episode just being taped. Make sure you tune in here on Rogers TV for all of your Attack action. And don't forget, on May 26th, it's a Sunday, we've got the Owen Sound Attack Barbecue. You can come out to that. It'll be hosted at the Bayshore as well. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And we'll see you next season for another round of Attack Rap and another season of Owen Sound Attack Hockey.
Hi, I'm Tiffany James, the host of Her Story. Join us on Rogers TV as I interview various women in our community on how they found success in their own way.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and J.D. MacArthur Arena. I'm joined here by Owen Sound North Star, number 24, Curtis Arnold. Curtis, you're back playing with the North Stars after a little bit of time off, and immediately your impact was felt, scoring 2 goals in your first game back. What is it like to be back with these guys?
It's awesome to be back with these guys. We got a good group here, and we're going to be a playoff team here soon. We're going to make a run.
You know, going into the playoffs, Hamilton is a potential matchup. Are you guys focused just on this game, or are you trying to get in their heads a little bit come the postseason?
I think we're taking it one game at a time here and just see what we can do, and that's it.
Excellent. If you had to tell your team one thing that you guys need to take away for victory, what would it be?
Getting the balls swinging could probably help and probably get a win here today.
Excellent. Well, you've got a lot of fans behind you here. Why don't we ask them, who do you guys think's going to win tonight? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. Stay tuned on Rogers TV for the next period of play.
I lost my job recently, and it's been tough to keep my spirits up. I feel like I'm failing my family. Your prayers have given me renewed hope and guidance. You were there for me in my darkest moments, shining a guiding light. Thankful to say, our prayers have been answered.
Here are 3 reasons why your social strategies should include Rogers TV. Reason number 1 is we have hyper-local audiences. The community TV channel gives you a chance to engage with people where you live, so you really get to know your neighbors and they get to know you. Reason number 2 is we can help diversify your distribution. With social media, it's really important to be able to have a wider audience, and Rogers TV can actually help complement your online presence by delivering to a different audience. And it's actually really easy to repurpose your existing content or to just create new material specifically tailored for community TV. And finally, reason number 3 is we can help enhance your credibility and your trust. And by aligning your brand with Rogers TV, you can tap into that trust that viewers have. This can boost your reputation, especially among viewers who favor local businesses and value community involvement. 1, 2, 3. It's that easy to build your local audience with Rogers TV.
October 5th, 2014, my daughter was hit by a train. She was walking along the sides of the tracks, and it shattered her world.
Center in J.D. MacArthur Arena. After 40 minutes of play, the Owen Sound North Stars are leading by 2, but it was a very close lead by 2 there as the Hamilton Bengals get a late one called back there with a foot in the crease. Steve, we were talking there at the break just how teams got to lock down that score. What do the North Stars need to do here to lock down Curtis Ward?
Well, again, you have to take particular interest in him and really try to deny the ball to him. Like in this league, you certainly don't have the depth as you go up into Junior A and Senior B and Senior A. So, you don't necessarily have 18 players. That can hurt you as much as some of the top players can. So when you have a guy that's a 100-point scorer, lock him right off and make them play 5-on-4, 4-on-3 in these odd man situations, or when it's 5 up, make it go 4-on-4 and just take the ball out of their hands.
Absolutely. The North Stars able to pot a couple of there in the second period, but still really yet to test Mateo Beaudin going east-west. We saw better ball movement, but generally, maybe 1 or 2 that got themselves across there. How do they get more space down low?
Well, again, as we've talked about numerous times this season, they've been successful when they've gotten inside today. And again, they did go glove side on a couple occasions and scored. Now that they've scored there, Mateo has to think about cheating a little bit the other way. But again, they'll be successful if they continue to execute the 2-man games or on Morrison's goal, just a quick cut through the open zone on the man. It was a man-up opportunity, but it was not a set play. He recognized he had a lane. The pass went right in his stick, and he put it away. So, yeah, and again, they just have to continue there. Don't settle. Don't take late shot clock opportunities from way out and expose opportunities in transition going the other way.
Absolutely. Well, we will be right back after this commercial break. We're getting ready here for the third period of play. You can see a lot of the kids here are just getting ready to head off the floor during the intermission, and we will be right back after this commercial break. The North Stars leading the Hamilton Bengals by a score of 5-3. You're watching the Owen Sound North Stars Junior B Lacrosse here on Rogers TV.
Summer days, summer nights, lots of things to do, places to go, and people to see. If you're having a few drinks, be sure to plan ahead and get home safely. We don't want to pick you up. Drinking drivers risk injuries to themselves and others and take chances with their license, their jobs, and their future. Remember what's at stake and choose your ride, whether you're the driver, the passenger, or the party host. Thanks for supporting sober driving. I hope we never meet.
Visit arrivealive.org to find out more.
Hello, I'm Liz Dowdswell, Lieutenant Governor of Ontario. In 2008, carbon monoxide, a deadly invisible gas, killed an entire family in our province. That tragedy led to a new law requiring homes with potential CO sources to have alarms. John Gignac's family members passed away that day, and he shares his story to save others.
Please make sure you have working CO alarms in your home. Protect your family today.
Are you the type who would keep going or stop? It's not easy to stop when you have an addiction. Legalizing cannabis won't stop addiction. It trivializes its consumption. Let's be vigilant. If you need help, visit portage.ca.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center in J.D. MacArthur Arena for the third period of play. The North Stars getting a quick shot off the draw there. The Hamilton Bengals, excuse me, not the Tiger Cats, same colors, different sport. Now with possession after a quick attempt there by the North Stars. Walker Zabransky. And the face-off there for the Bengals. Into the offensive zone, picked up now by number 22, Dawson Battersby. Sent across the floor. Ward takes a long shot there. And shot scores! Number 19, Curtis Ward, able to get this game back within one. He got one taken away there late in the second period and clearly out with a vengeance. Another long bouncing ball that is able to beat Miles Plater.
Same situation here. When you're going to challenge a shooter, you got to get out on top, get on his hands, and get in the shooting lane. Make him throw the ball free. Make him alter his shot. Again, that was a back foot, little desperation shot, and first possession, it goes in your net. It's a one-goal game, and it takes a lot of hard work in this game to get goals. So you don't want to give up easy ones like that.
Run back from Matt Pekina. And now the Bengals back on attack as Cooper Joyce sends that back for Ward, who takes another long bouncing shot. Not obstructed really at all, but Miles Plater able to see it the whole way. So a very quick goal for the Bengals as we now start this period really 5-4. Carter Moran carries that in and finds Jonah Kerr. Jonah Kerr sends it across for Holden Stevenson, who scored today. Right in tight, North Star shot. And that one is kept out by Mateo Bodin.
And again, real nice. But Taylor Brown just released off his guy, slipped inside, and had a great opportunity. Wasn't able to beat the goaltender, but again, as they continue to look inside, they should get opportunities.
Bengals still with it. Long shot for Gillies, and that one bounces in. It's a tie game. Just like that, Gillies with the long shot. Rebound ends up falling through the wickets there of Miles Plater and just had enough spin to roll back into the net. We are now 5-5 with 18 minutes and 8 seconds left to go. Hard shot there, and Plater just can't quite.
And again, you watch this, Owen Sound defenders get sealed, and no one's able to come through. And again, you got to do everything you can to push your opponent in front of that shot, what have you. Just don't let a clear lane go to the net, and a couple long shots here that I'm sure Miles Plater would like to have back, but he's been stellar so far other than the first 2 minutes of this third period.
Carter Moran connects with Jonah Kerr, sends it back to Moran. Moran across the floor, Morrison to Moran. Moran back to Morrison. Morrison gets around one, can't get the pass in tight, so he's going to cycle back as he swings that ball across and just ran out of time.
Yeah, again, they just tend to fall into old habits again when the offense is out of sync. The ball stayed up top. They didn't get any penetration down low. Didn't get their defenders turning their heads. So just little things they're going to want to work on in order to get some scoring opportunities here.
Now Ward back with it, looking for another long shot. He takes it, and that one's turned away. North Star's defense not looking great at the beginning of this period. They're going to need to get their heads back up, and now a challenge along the boards is going to kill almost 10 seconds off of this attack for the North Stars.
Yeah, Hamilton's really exploiting the size of the Owen Sound defense and really being able to seal them and be able to take control of the top side and get good shots. Although from the outside, they're getting good angles on them.
Good attempt there as Carter Moran had a quick lane. Number 24 there, Matt Pekina. He got a little bit lost out there. They're going to reset this clock as it did go off the goalie. Now right out in front, that bouncing ball is going to find its way all the way over to Mateo Bodin, and he's going to throw that up and connect with Alex Long.
Well, it was a good idea, but again, they just had a reset. They didn't need to force a pass inside. You want to get in there, but you don't have to get it all at once. And that was a tough ball to handle, and had he did catch it, his foot was already in the crease. So need a little patience.
Billies tries to connect with Jones, can't quite. It's going to find its way to Alex Blanc, but this ball is going to keep on bouncing. North Stars will go down, and eventually the clock will run out, and the North Stars will gain possession. Curtis Arnold out on the floor, along with Jonah Kerr, Elliot Thompson, Carter Moran, and Tyson Morrison. That one's going to go down for Jonah Kerr.
Yeah, you'd like to see Curtis Arnold get involved here. I mean, he's always game for a big goal and an individual effort. Again, there's a shot. Fresh shot clock, 28 seconds, and they're trying to force the ball from 45 feet, so they don't want to be doing that.
North Stars back out on the floor here in the offensive zone. 10 seconds left to go. Morrison can't get around his man and takes that shot on net, easily turned away by Mateo Baudin. And now the Bengals will head onto offense.
Now, Owen Sound hasn't had anything going yet in the first 5 minutes here, and Hamilton's really got some momentum, so let's see if things change up.
Curtis Ward sends that ball in long. Swinging around front. Bengals still trying to find an outlet here. North Stars taken down. We might get a couple of calls, and they're just going to say, no, break it up. You're all right. Taylor Bennett, he's going to have to turn back. And he will roll that forward, and now Carter Moran. And now Taylor Bennett's going to get a penalty for...
No. You know, that's just a maneuver that loses your game.
No, it was a delayed call here. So Miles Plater began running to the bench. I think he's going to take both of them.
No, he just didn't know what he was doing. He was confused.
He's just going to take Taylor Bennett. So referee throws his arm up to signal a call. The North Stars have possession. He waits about 10 more seconds, so Plater starts running to the bench, thinking that it's a delayed call against Hamilton. And then he goes ahead and just gives the penalty only to Taylor Bennett. Now, did Bennett deserve it? Maybe. The referee needs to figure out how to call this game a little bit more smooth, because he's cost teams a couple opportunities here. Ward takes a long shot and he scores. Able to get the better of Owen Pryor there and completely open, and sends that into the back of the net. The Hamilton Bengals.
Yeah, they've taken full control here of this game. These are two different teams that played the first 40 minutes. Again, Owen Sound just getting dominated on the pick game here, and have no answer for it. And again, a little fake. Again, chases him out of the shooting lane. The talk goes away from the shooter instead of at him, and he picks a nice corner from the top side there, and that's 3 goals in a row here, and they're on a bit of a roll. And just a needless penalty that cost him.
Ethan Kerr, he's going to get in tight, takes that shot, can't quite get the back of the net. Jackson Ray trying to chase this ball down, he doesn't, so now Hamilton's going to have a lane, and they're not going to be able to get all the way to the net as the North Stars shut them down. So great defending there as the North Stars are able to turn away. Justin Hill doesn't get all the way to the net, and now we're going to get a penalty going against the North Stars again.
It's just another needless penalty. I mean, it was the play was over. You know, anytime you knock a player's helmet off, it's likely going to result in a call.
Looks like number 7 there, Justin Hill. He is in a little bit of pain on the bench. And there's looked like Calder Adams there in the box for the North Stars. So North Stars, they are not having a great third period so far. They've been scored on twice. Excuse me, they've been scored on 3 times this period already, and that one almost goes in, but hits a post and goes out. It should be mentioned that the last game that these two teams faced off against each other, the Hamilton Bengals outscored the North Stars 10-0 in the third period. We are not quite halfway, and the third period score is 3-0 for the Bengals. So we'll see if the North Stars can change the script Nate Laycock collects that ball up high. He's going to try to take a long shot with 5 seconds left. Gets in tight, a hard attempt there. It goes off the goalie and out of play.
No,
So
it went wide. I'm not sure how he missed from that angle, but boom and over the glass.
Carried in now by Dawson Battersby. Sent over for Curtis Ward. Ward, Battersby, long shot. That one almost fools Miles Plater. Plater able to come up with that one, and he's going to send it forward. And that bouncing ball connects with Carter Moran. Moran, he's going to want to try to kill some time off this penalty. He could have tried to find a way to the net, but I think not being on a penalty is more important at this point in the game. Down a goal. Plenty of time left to play. Now Jonah Kerr. He gets that one knocked loose. Bengals up the floor. There's an errant pass, but eventually picked up by Curtis Ward. Ward with the goal here this afternoon. 103 points now for him on the season. Sends that across. Battersby can't handle that pass. He's going to get taken into the boards there by Carter Moran. And that pass, or that shot rather, is going to go off Plater and around the back. And now the North Stars will pick this one up and send it up the floor. Holden Stevenson realizes that he's only got defenders behind him, so turns back the other way and able to connect there with Taylon Brown. Morrison swings to the middle. Can't handle that pass, and the North Stars are going to have to stop and pick up that loose ball. Stevenson able to get to it first. Connects there with Nate Laycock, 5 seconds left. Takes a long shot. That's going to be trapped and smothered there by Beaudin, and now the Bengals, just over 10 minutes left to play, are going to bring this into the offensive zone. Nifty little play there as they eventually get the ball back for Keenan Jackson. Luza sends that in for Ward. Ward swings to the middle. Back to Jackson, over to Jones, hard shot. That one's turned away by Miles Plater. Battling along the boards, North Stars trying to come up with it. They can't, right out in front. That shot's sent too high by Jackson, and now the North Stars will carry this out on the transition.
Yeah, Owen Pryor just made a little stick check there just at the end and forced the angle, that stick to pound the ball into the pavement.
Plagas sends a pass back, and Jonah Kerr, with 13 seconds left on the shot clock, will walk along the boards here. Thompson gets a stick up high. Tried to get a call from a bench there. There's a long, wide shot, glove side. Jonah Kerr gets taken down. Good work there as Thompson then comes in after him and follows up. And now Thompson hit right on the numbers. Kerr taken down. No call on the play as he's cross-checked right across number 19 on his back. Now a possession call going against the North Stars.
They already had possession, so we've had some very peculiar calls of the officials today. So I'm not sure if they were up here doing some minor games and they're a little fatigued, but not a sharp game.
Cooper Joyce gets to the middle and takes a long shot. That one almost fools Plater, but it's off Plater and out of play. Joyce across for Ward. Ward sends that across the floor. Luza.
Yeah,
and now Taylor Bennett's going to get... Okay, no call. Oh, thankfully. It looked like he was pointing there to Taylor Bennett, but instead...
He's got a call. It's probably unsportsmanlike conduct. He shot the ball well after the possession had been awarded to Owen Sound, and typically if it hits the goalie or gets that in the direction of the goaltender that late, is going to earn you 2 minutes.
Well, we'll take this moment here to thank Pizza Hut for their support of the Owen Sound Junior B North Stars and the Rogers crew. If you'd like to visit Pizza Hut, you can do so at 669 10th Street West, Owen Sound, Ontario, or call them at 519-371-5660, or visit their website at www.pizzahut.ca. Thank you, Pizza Hut, for your continued support of your Rogers crew and the Owen Sound Junior B North Stars. Carter Moran sends that into the offensive zone. Jonah Kerr, Carter Moran sends that one in low. Thompson back for Kerr. Moran looks for a long shot, sends that pass across for Morrison. Morrison, backhand pass, and there we go. A good shot by Carter Moran. On a backhand, excuse me, but no look pass there by Tyson Morrison. Now the Bengals will head into the offensive zone, looking to kill about 30 seconds off of this play. Alex Long sends that back and connects with Justin Hill. Hill will throw this ball in. Now Battersby along the boards. Battersby getting pressure there by Gavin Downs, ends up throwing it across the floor for Ward. Ward gets a hard shot off the back of the net. That'll be Owen Sound's ball. Nate Laycock, he's going to carry this in. Man advantage for another minute. North Stars are going to need to get a rebound and a reset and hopefully find the back of the net here. That one's knocked loose. Good work there by Hamilton as they try to, and now Hamilton's drawn another call. That shot's gone in wide, and that looks like number 7, Justin Hill's going to go for Slatchy as he kind of went after Carter Moran off ball. So the North Stars will send out Marcus Toth. You can see the replay here. So he gets a slash and then the stick right up in the chin of Carter Moran, so he's going to go.
Yeah, there's one thing to take out the top player, take him out of the play, but not necessarily to draw a penalty. You just want to eliminate him.
Carter Moran tries to get that one in and just barely saved by the knuckles of Mateo Bodin. A battle along the boards here. They're looking to pin the ball as long as they can. That's Hamilton. And we're going to get a possession call here.
Again, if he's withholding, it's going to go Owen Sound's way, and that's what it looks like it is.
So Nate Laycock, he will get this ball with a fresh 30 seconds, about 16 seconds left in the two-man advantage, excuse me. Right in front, shot scores! Carter Moran gets a nice riser into the top corner to tie this game up, and most importantly, did so on the 5-on-3, so the North Stars will stay on the power play for another minute 25.
Yeah, that certainly revived the very lackluster offense so far, and again, just a simple continue to move the ball between Kerr and, Kerr and
Carter Moran.
Moran, and second time around, he just missed on the very same shot earlier. And he's tied this up, and they get an opportunity here if they can execute once again with the man up to go take the lead back.
Kerr back in his zone to pick that one up, and he's going to send that up for Jonah Kerr. Taylor Brown out on the floor. Kerr's going to send that in tight for Moran. Nice Laycock. Morrison to Laycock, back to Morrison. Morrison across for Jonah Kerr. Kerr takes a high riser. And that one is blocked by the chest and knocked down into the legs of Mateo Bodin. That pass not quite handled well there, but Hamilton able to recover and sent back in by Bodie Gillies. But they're going to lose quite a bit of time here that they could have had in possession just off of a sloppy attack there by the Hamilton Bengals. Owen Sound North Stars, the happy recipients of that poor play. Laycock over for Jonah Kerr. Kerr and Laycock playing catch, down for Moran. Moran for Laycock. Laycock takes a hard shot, just stopped by the glove hand, and then knocked down in front. That one had eyes for the back of the net. Carter Moran tries to knock that one loose. Attempting to get a call there was Alex Cowgill. Hands up, face to the ref, and couldn't quite get a call. Even strength here as that penalty expires. Owen Sound getting one goal on that 5-man, or 5-on-3, excuse me, the 2-man advantage. Marcus Toth sending that one up and able to find Calvin Stewart. Stewart's going to slow things down as Brown goes in towards the net. He'll cycle around to the outside. Holden Stevenson going down to the middle. Nate Laycock out here. Jonah Kerr and Tyson Morrison. Kerr across the floor. Morrison can't handle that pass. He's going to have to get that loose ball. Unable to. Laycock comes in like a bull and knocks him over. But he will get a possession call against the North Stars. That'll go in favor of Hamilton, and they're going to start this play up the floor. Cooper Joyce sends a bounce pass over for Curtis Ward. Just under 5 minutes left to play, tied 6-6. Not a lot of goals in this game. We'll see what happens here in the final few minutes. Long shot, turned away by Miles Plater. Rebound right out in front, picked up by Calvin Stewart. Stewart's going to go back, and he's going to throw it across the floor, finding Calder Adams. North Stars have their offense going out. Curtis Arnold out on the floor. Connects there with Carter Moran. Moran sends it in for Elliot Thompson. Thompson gets around his man. He's going to try to cut to the net, takes a hard shot. Rebound picked up now by Jonah Kerr. Kerr gets around one, around two, gets the shot away. Good save there by Mateo Beaudin.
Yeah, great individual effort there, and the goaltender made a nice foot save.
Hard defense there as Jackson Ray tries to knock that one loose. Can't quite. Battersby with the ball. Sends that across the floor, connecting with Curtis Ward. Ward swings to the middle. He ends up sending that pass over to Battersby, who sends a long shot low and trying to beat the 5-hole again of Miles Plater, but he is unable to. That long pass goes up to Jackson Ray. Ray's going to slow things down and wait for the rest of the North Stars to get out on the floor. He's going to end up flipping that off for Carter Moran, who carries it into the offensive zone. Down low for Moran. He's going to swing up high. Across the floor. Morrison tries to get that pass in, can't quite connect with Laycock, but Taylon Brown picks up the rebound. 1 second left, sends that ball in off of a defender, and that'll spell the end of the Owen Sound North Stars attack.
Yeah, they really haven't had an opportunity to get much going 5-on-5 here, so they may want to look for a quick straight in transition, or or just talk about getting something set while they're on the bench here for their next possession.
Luza sends that in, tight shot, and a foot in the crease. No goal. Owen Sound lucky again, as Ward gets a second goal called back for getting a foot too far into the crease.
And again, you just can't allow the best player on the other team to get that wide open in front of your net.
Carter Moran sends that across the floor for Tyson Morrison. Morrison connects back with Carter Moran. Moran gets around his man, takes that long shot, tries to go to the outside. Bengals pick up the rebound. They're in pursuit. Alex Long's going to slow things down as the rest of his team comes out. Connects now with Jones. Jones gets into the zone. Sends it back for Battersby, who's got a long lane. Across for Ward. Ward's got a shot. He sends it in for Battersby. Hard shot turned away by Miles Plater. North Stars defense, a couple of holes starting to appear. Minute 45 left in this game. Score 6-6. North Stars have not had their best period here in the third.
No, again, they turn the ball over with the ball carrier not able to hang on to it up near center.
Luza sends that across the floor. Love.
So you're probably just want to get on Ward's hands right away.
Ward able to get around Owen Pryor, gets that pass out in front, but Plater able to scoop that one up. Now a bouncing pass up for Gavin Downs, who can't quite handle that one, but he'll get there, Owen Pryor, and he's going to connect there with Carter Moran. Final minute of play in the third period. Score tied 6-6. We will have a 10-minute overtime after this, not sudden death here in the OLA Jr. B. Mateo Beaudin out of his net. And now the Hamilton Bengals trying to make sure that this does not go to overtime. No timeouts called yet by either team, but rest assured, if the North Stars gain possession of this ball before the end of the game, they will likely call a timeout and try to capitalize on the final play of the game. Long shot by Luza. That goes up and out of play. The North Stars will get possession and immediately call a timeout as Ethan Woods reaches up over the heads of all of his players and calls that timeout. North Stars will have 21 seconds left. Just under 21 seconds left. Both teams head to the bench. And the offense is already gathered around the coach. Before the defense even gets off the floor, they're already listening and watching intently for what we have in store. Hamilton taking a quick breather. They've been playing a fantastic defensive game here today, keeping so many of the North Stars' shots to the outside, especially this period. They've really started to figure out the Owen Sound North Stars. North Stars not getting a whole lot going 5-on-5, so almost certainly Miles Plater will stay on the bench as the North Stars on the man advantage have been pretty lethal so far tonight, and it looks like that's exactly what is going to happen. You see Nate Laycock there heading onto the floor with Elliot Thompson, and Jonah Kerr is going to start with the ball over by the Owen Sound net, and he's going to carry this into the offensive zone. And Jonah Kerr.
You can see Hamilton, they've just decided they're going to take Carter Moran right out of the picture here. And Owen Sound should have probably anticipated this.
4 seconds left. They're going to need to do something. Jonah Kerr takes a shot and just saved by Beaudin. He had a lane. He had a look. But he could not beat Mateo Beaudin. So both teams will head to their bench. They got a couple of minutes here. And then we will be headed right to a 10-minute overtime. It will not be sudden death. Is that correct there, Steve?
That's correct. And just to go back to that final play, if you don't want to have your top player locked out of the final play of the period, you want him to start with the ball. And that's probably, unless they had no intention of having Carter Moran involved in the play, because it allowed Hamilton to lock him off on a one-on-one. They just pushed him over into the corner, got physical with him, and the play broke down from there. It's just it's something that you kind of want to do if you're a defending team and you know that you have a sniper on the other side of the floor. And Jonah Kerr ended up with a good opportunity on an individual effort there, but again, I doubt this is what the play was drawn up to have him run the whole length of the floor, look to Carter, not be able to get it to him. The righties didn't really know how to respond, and so he did beat his guy, got to the net, but again, as all night long, Mateo Beaudin has been very good in the goal for Hamilton and was able to make the save.
Yeah, you got to wonder there if the North Stars, knowing that they haven't been able to do a whole lot this period against 5 defenders, if maybe they just thought, put Carter over against the boards and see if we can't do something 5-on-4. So right now, Cambridge is leading Guelph 5-4 after 1 period. So yeah, Guelph Eagles currently sit below the North Stars on the standings. Cambridge wins today. It's likely that the North Stars will not catch them. In fact, I believe it's a guarantee Cambridge wins.
Yeah, the senior Bs are in action tonight in Six Nations. We haven't had a score, but they've had some help with Ennismore tying Hamilton 7-7, and currently the Merchants are up on Clearview 9-7. So Clearview and Hamilton are 2 teams that the North Star senior Bs are battling for that 3rd and 4th spot in the standings.
Face-off win there. It's still bobbling around, and eventually it is picked up by Hamilton's number 24, Matt Pequena.
Yeah, Hamilton's been real effective on the draws tonight. I mean, Elliot Thompson, as we know, is a premier draw man in this league, and they've battled him to at least a 50%, if not maybe getting a little better of him tonight, and so that's well done on Hamilton's side.
That ball sent in tight, hard shot. Turned away by Plater. Plater had to be huge to bail out his defense.
Yeah, that was another a breakdown there. It allowed Luza to be wide open on the crease, and J.P. Ward made a great pass across his body to get it to him, but Miles Plater stood his ground and took away that short side.
If you've chosen to join us here this evening, we got a reset in the clock there. Instead of watching the Stanley Cup playoffs, plug your ears if you don't want to hear the score, but our Owen Town scoreboard there for the NHL is Edmonton is currently leading 2-1, down 3-3 in their series to the Florida Panthers. And if you have chosen to join us here today, then we thank you. Hard shot scores, number 44, and Bodie Gillies.
Again, that's just almost an instant replay of how they've been scored on 2 other times this quarter when they too much time and space, a simple 2-man game, and this time I think it's Gavin Downs starts chasing the guy that's already covered down low and gives up way too much real estate and allows the player to come around, rip it from a great shooting angle, and Owen Sound finds yourself down 1 here with lots of time left in overtime.
Yeah, bad switch there, and you can see Walker Zabransky. He just kind of came off of Elliot Thompson and led back with the stick, so the North Stars will get possession here. This will be their first real possession of overtime. Ball sent up for Laycock with a hard shot. Scores! Nate Laycock on his own rebound. Pots that one past Mateo Bodin.
Just a great individual effort, and again, Laycock, who always does a good job trying to get inside, got some speed, missed the net, picks up his own rebound, and just has the wherewithal to continue all in one motion and reach around Mateo Bodin. And that's a big goal, a big answer after giving up an opportunity the other way that found its way in the net.
Fantastic goal there by Nate Laycock. You can see there at center both number 21s, Thompson and Zabransky, just chatting. It looked like maybe conflict over sticks or something like that. Just trying to figure out.
Well, I think what he was referring to is what it constitutes not drawing. And I think he tried to like rake it back, I guess, last time and got called for it. So this time they knock him to the ground, and Owen Sound gives up possession.
So North Stars will play a little bit of defense here. Tied again, 7-7 in overtime. North Stars needing a win here tonight. So you can imagine that they will be on this one. Both teams really needing wins. Taylor Bennett, feisty defensive player there as he sends one guy into the boards, gives him a little parting gift as well. Calder Adams carrying this up the floor.
Again, Hamilton doing a great job cutting off that top transition guy and making the North Stars play catch, and they're just getting, for 15 seconds, just getting their 5th offensive player out on the floor.
North Stars with a couple of transition opportunities in the first period. Hard shot there by Tyson Morrison, but like you said, Steve, there really has not been almost any transition game for the North Stars since the first period.
No, they did have a couple of breakaway opportunities, and but yeah, Hamilton's done a good job, and Hamilton doesn't take a lot of desperation shots from the top. They're usually in control, and they don't give up that big rebound late in the shot clock.
Luza gets around, and they're going to call a possession here against Hamilton, so the North Stars will get this ball as Jackson Ray, he tries to show off his wheels, and he's going to flip that back for Logan Klages, who fakes the shot and hears the call of his captain and sends that ball back for Carter Moran. Sends it over for Nate Laycock. Laycock back to Moran, 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Moran gets around, good pick there by Brown. Sends that long shot in wide, and that's going to spell the end of the North Stars' chance. So the North Stars a little bit slow here on their transition to offense. They're into the zone with 15, 10, sometimes in between there, seconds left in the shot clock. And just not really enough time for them to set up and play the game the way they want to play it. Luza sends that across for Ward. Ward tries to flip that in for Gillis, but it's picked up instead by Miles Plater. Throws it up for Colorado.
It was there, but Ward looped a high pass there that wasn't accessible to Gillis. But again, they need better communication on the D side. Really talk, especially the bottom guy. He can watch everything from where his perspective is. So a lot of chatter was required to defend.
Long shot there, a toe save by Bowden. Kalen Brown sends him off into the boards.
And again, that was a bit of a crash into the boards. I don't know if there was any intent. Certainly looked like he was just angling and player lost his footing. But anyways, when you get a collision near the boards, generally it's going to go the other way. So Hamilton gets the opportunity.
Battersby, he looks for a long shot. Takes it, that one goes wide. Rebound picked up by Ward. Ward in for Luza, that can't quite connect on sticks. Instead, Miles Plater will pick it up, and now Calvin Stewart will quickly send that up for Logan Klages.
They got numbers here.
Thompson, Klages in tight, can't get the shot away, gets knocked down, loose ball. Thompson can't pick it up, and now you've got Zabransky in with speed. Zabransky takes the shot, turned away by Plater. Zabransky tries to get his own rebound. That one's knocked loose. Now the North Star's in a foot race. Zabransky still after it like a dog on a bone. And they're going to get the call in their favor. So Zabransky, a fantastic individual effort there, as he just showed a ton of effort to keep that ball in the Hamilton possession. Less than half of overtime left. A one-handed shot there turned away by Plater. North Stars will head up the floor, led here by Jackson Ray. He's going to wait and get this ball off for Carter Moran. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. A little bit quicker here as the North Stars get into the offensive zone. Cross. Morrison connects with Moran. Back to Morrison. 5 seconds left. They're going to need to get around. Takes a shot. Turned away there. And that'll reset the clock. Now the North Stars need to try to get to that loose ball. Jonah Kerr tries to knock that one loose. Justin Hill, he's going to twist and turn. That one gets knocked loose. Good defending there by the North Stars. Marcus Talk, he's going to head back to the bench as the North Stars gain possession. So fantastic effort there on defense for the North Stars.
Yeah,
now Moran will carry.
Justin Hill's got a good stick on him, and he had a full head of steam and looked good there and well defended.
Nifty play there by Morrison, able to get Bowden, wondering if he was able to save that one. Just over 3 minutes left to play in overtime. Morrison gets in tight, that one gets knocked loose. Laycock connects with Moran, takes a long shot, going high corner. That one's tucked right into the armpits of Mateo Bowden. 3 minutes left to go here as Hamilton is going to carry this into the offensive zone. Jackson Ray tries to knock that ball loose before it gets to Gillies. Ward swings that across for Battersby. Battersby back to the middle, across to Ward. Shot. That one doesn't go. Luza right out in front. And I think they're going to say that did go off the stick of Miles Plater. North Stars arguing that it didn't, but I think it did. Battersby to Ward. Now down low. He's tried to get in there for Ward. And
again, it was a well-executed play, but the pass just arrived a little bit too late, and Ward was crunched by the defender and had no opportunity to catch that ball.
Carter Moran.
Not well defended up front, but they certainly made up for it with effort and getting back in position.
Curtis Arnold connects there with Jonah Kerr.
Yeah,
8
Curtis
seconds
Arnold's
left.
been real
Kerr in
slow.
tight.
Curtis just hasn't been himself today. Haven't talked about him much, and he's the guy that could, with one quick step, beat his guy and get to the net.
Kerr sends that out front, can't quite connect with Nate Laycock, and it's going to head off into the corner and picked up and carried out of the zone by Josh Lucas. Lucas sends that in tight. Jones can't come down with the pass.
Yeah, that was a tough pass to handle. He probably should have given it up earlier, or just feel that it looked like they had initially had a 2-on-1, and as it didn't develop, he would have been wise to pull up and let his offense go to work.
Carter Moran rolls that over for Nate Laycock. There's a high pass in there for Tyson Morrison. Long shot. That one's turned away. Rebound. Arnold can't get a stick on that one. Picked up now by Carter Moran. He's going to swing behind the back of the net and throw it out front for Tyson Morrison. Lots of time left on the shot clock. Stevenson goes for a pick and can't quite get there in time. Laycock swings out front, gets that pass off for Moran, a long shot. He had eyes there for the top corner again. That's going to reset the clock. A minute left here in overtime. Morrison swings around, sends that ball in. Moran out front, shot, scores! Carter Moran, he scores with just under a minute left to play in overtime. The Owen Sound North Stars go up by 1.
Well, Carter's tried to go up top, far side all night long. This time he drops a little underhand. Short side, right under the glove. And, you know, it was not a lot of room there, but he hadn't had a lot of luck other than that one down by the crease, and that's what you expect your leader to do. And he's put them in a good position here with a minute to go.
Now the Bengals, they're going to get their goalie to the bench here as Mateo Beaudin has his stick raised over his head, calling to the bench. Am I coming? Am I not? Nothing yet from the bench, and they're going to try to reset this clock. If they do, then he will be coming. That shot sent wide by Ward. Beaudin still in his net. Now taken down. No call on the play. North Stars are going to need to be careful not to get a call going against them. And a timeout called here by the Owen Sound North Stars with 20 seconds, excuse me, left to play. The North Stars battling back in this game. They're going to get 30 seconds for a quick timeout here. The North Stars are going to write up a little play. They know that Hamilton is not going to give them even a second to think, not a second to breathe. Steve, if you're the Hamilton Bengals here and you don't have possession, there's 20 seconds left to play. What are you telling your team? How are you getting possession of this ball?
Well, first you're going to pull your goalie and go 6-on-5 defensively and block off everybody all over the floor and double the ball and force that back guy, not let him beat you with his legs, force him to make a pass down the other way, and that's really your only opportunity. So, you know, Owen Sound could counter by pulling their goalie and going 6-on-5, but not likely to happen, and it doesn't look like Hamilton's going to take their guy out either. So, unless they're going to get right up here and match up, which looks like they're going to do now.
They're going to play a little bit of man defense here, it seems.
Yeah.
So if you're Laycock, are you running straight behind your own net and just trying to fire it down the floor?
No, I think, again, it's probably not my choice to have him handle the ball. I mean, he's, you know, a big, strong kid, but he doesn't have the smoothest hands. So, but
he's going to just absolutely takes him out and gets dragged down. That's going to be a penalty, and the North Stars are going to walk away likely with this victory. You can see Zabransky, he's upset. Number 17 was absolutely annihilated. Excuse me, that was number 47, Alex Cowgill. I don't think he knows where he is. Nate Laycock introduced him to the floor of the Bayshore. I think that might be the last thing he remembers till he gets back to Hamilton.
Well, again, that was an outstanding effort by Nate Laycock. He got ahead of steam going, and again, he's a big, wide body, and you know, it's going to secure the win for him.
And Carter Moran will handle this ball as the Owen Sound North Stars come away with a huge victory in overtime.
Yeah, that's great for the confidence. Again, early in the season, these two teams met, and it was 20-4 for Hamilton. So to be able to come back and play a low-scoring game and winning your own barn, and I think that stretches their win streak to 6 in a row or something at this point. And yeah, they've got to have a lot of confidence going into their last game and getting ready for the playoffs.
Owen Sound North Stars winning this one in overtime. You can see Stevenson there getting some hugs from his team. Taylor Bennett, he's a firecracker there on defense. He's getting ready for this handshake. Looks like Gavin Downs will be the first floor player. Miles Plater will lead them off. Nick Sanderson, Gavin Downs, Elliot Thompson was great tonight. I mean, Zabransky was such a great face-off man there for Hamilton. both players really just battled their hearts out there at the center dot. And a couple of times, I mean, right after Thompson's goal, he wins that faceoff that leads immediately to the Stevenson goal. The North Stars held possession of the ball that whole time. So, you know, that face-off play is a very, very important one, to say the least. Well, Steve, I mean, that's probably the most exciting junior game we've called all year. I don't think we've been down to the wire quite like that before. A couple of blowouts here and there, but what are a couple of takeaways here for the North Stars as they go into their final game? What can they learn from this one?
Well, again, they played defensively well for the first two periods, certainly, and in overtime they seemed to pick it up. Third period they had a bit of a lull, and again, it's just really keying on top players and just not giving them time and space, and you know, make those secondary scores hurt you.
Absolutely. Well, you can see there the referees and the coaches just getting a little bit of acquaintance there going on, and saying hi, saying bye, saying thank you very much. And we're going to say hi, bye, and thank you very much. But tune in tomorrow to Rogers TV. There's going to be a big, long lacrosse tournament all day tomorrow. And Steve, you're going to be here doing a bunch of commentary. Yep. Spencer will be in the booth. So make sure you guys tune in here on Rogers TV for some more lacrosse action all day Sunday starting at noon. So make sure you guys tune in. And we'll be back next week with more Owen Sound North Stars action. I'm Nick. This is Steve. Down in the box there, producing Mark Perry. You'll see the rest of the names come up here on the screen. Thank you so much for joining us here this Saturday evening on Rogers TV. We'll be back next week with more North Stars action. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com. Due to the length of the preceding program, we now join the regularly scheduled program already in progress.
I dealt with everything by drinking. But I found my compass, my moral compass again. It was going in the right direction. And I was concentrating more on me and my kids. You know, let's make this a better life. However, I was still drinking. And then, of course, COVID hits and you're locked down. So what did most people do? Eat and drink when they were stuck at home. Well, you know, you can only go outside and play baseball and stuff with the kids so much. So that's what I did. You know, that was my couple years of excuse to keep drinking. But then I did. I said, you know, I can't live like this. I'm not a good role model for my kids. I just wasn't liking who I was anymore. So I found a program. I actually got some assistance at first, and I remember the last time I drank, it was, I swear I must have measured, I don't know, I didn't, but I ended my Sunday night with no booze in the house. Mind you, if there was some booze in the house, but I didn't drink that stuff, so it didn't bother me. Mine was the white wine. I had to have my white wine. And I made sure there was none. Not a drop left that night. Monday morning, I woke up and said, I am going to kick this in the butt, and I'm going to be in control of my life again. It always bothered me when I heard those people, oh yes, you know, it was, just over a couple weeks, and I was feeling good. By 3 months, my obsession had left, and I used to sit there and think, how? And I'm not going to say it was smooth. My first year was not smooth. They said you'd sleep better, you'd feel better, and you'd have more energy, and I'd be wandering the house at 3 in the morning because I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
I could not sleep. I was like opposite of everything they said, and I just wouldn't give in. I was very stubborn and going, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. I had a lot of days where I'd be on the phone with my tribe, is what I like to call them. I meet with a bunch of ladies each week to help each other through, because it's a we kind of program that I'm in. It's hard to do on your own. So I would be texting, like, I'm struggling, really wanting to drink, this happened, I don't know how to deal with it. And if that person wasn't available, this person was, and they would talk me through. It didn't matter what they were doing. They were there, which was amazing. And that's what helped me through the tough times. And fast forward, I'm coming up to my 2 years. The second year's flown by. And what I've noticed with my recovery is service. With a lot of people's recovery is doing service. And when I say service, I mean coming on, speaking about what I went through. I have 2 ladies I'm helping. There is no one thing fixes all, or do this and the obsession of drinking will go away. Everybody's different, everybody has their own journeys. So I just, have two close friends that I will walk with during their journey and tell them what I went through, what helped me to not go and pick up that first drink. Lovely ladies, and they're doing amazing. And like I said, everyone's different. I also have another friend who struggled, and she only had 2 drinks a night. And as an alcoholic brain, I'm like, that's fine. What's wrong with 2 drinks a night, But that's not what was her, right? So, like I said earlier, anybody can be an alcoholic. And like for this lady, 2 drinks was her, that's too much.
Yeah.
Whereas mine, I would have 6 drinks a night, and that was kind of like, too much. But she's doing wonderful, and we all have slips sometimes, and life still happens. And because you get sober doesn't mean that, everything's rainbows and unicorns, and it's, life still happens, and you go through difficult times, but you learn how to deal with it better. Whereas before, if something happened, I'd gotta have a drink, and that would just relax me, right? But now I find other ways of doing that instead of going for a drink, and thankfully it's not sugar, because that's the other bad one to get wrapped up into. When you've been drinking, people a lot of times will go back or go to sugar. So, yeah, and life is good now.